You were?
Oh. Oh, action.
Oh, goodness. Darling?
Yes, dear.
Oh, not pure fevered. Oh, it is fever brown.
Yeah, well, you know.
COVID icky. I was wondering.
Yes.
Did you and your ex ever have counselling sessions or anything?
We did have counselling sessions, and that was really the end of it all, because we'd done one counselling session and it ended up in a big, massive argument.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was it about?
Well, she was complaining that I never listened to her and all these other things. And then she said, "You don't even know what my favourite flower is." And I said to her, "Self-raising." And that's when the argument started. Cut!
Not plain then. Goodness fucking sake.
Wifey.
Yes, my darling.
Action.
Yes. Fuck's sake, yes.
I've just been thrown out of the shop.
What, again? Why?
Again. Because I went in there, I said I'd like to buy a bunch of flowers. And she said to me, "What for?" I said, "A shag." And that's when she threw me out.
Stephen.
Goodbye.
Where's my flowers then?
Cut.
Oh.
Action! Wifey,
Yes, my darling.
did you know that French fries aren't made in France?
You do surprise me.
They're made in Greece. Cut.
You alright, dear?
Action! Wifey?
Yes, my little bandaged one.
I was in a pub the other night.
I can see.
This Chinese bloke standing at the bar next to me. And I said to him, "Are you into karate or, you know, jiu-jitsu or, you know, a bit of the old yoga or something like that, you know, Ikea?" He said, "Is it because I'm Oriental that you're saying that I'm a martial arts expert?" I said, "No, you're drinking my fucking pint."
Is that much?
Oh.
Is that better?
Action! Wifey,
Yes, my darling.
I've just been out on the motorbike.
Really?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell.
I went to the shops and I met my mate. Do you remember Polish Bob?
I remember Polish Bob down on the corner.
That's him, Polish Bob, right on a roundabout on the corner.
On the roundabout. He looks like a roundabout.
He's got a new job.
Oh, God.
He's doing surveys for people.
Really?
And he said to me, "I'm doing a survey on food." And he said, "Steve," he said, "off for that character." He said, "Jesus." I said, "Yes, Polish Bob." He said, "Is there any foods that have really caused you a lot of trouble after you've eaten them?" I said, "Yes, wedding cake."
Oh,
Action! Wifey,
yes, my darling.
you remember my mum and dad's name, don't you?
What, Rose and Matt?
Rose and Matt.
Yeah.
Well, do you know, my dad used to have a terrible memory.
Oh, God.
He did. And he came home one day and he was meant to be doing something with me. But he came home with Mum and he was really late. And I said, "Dad, you're really late. You was meant to be going." I can't remember what we were doing, but we were doing something. And he said, and I said to him, "We was meant to be going somewhere." And he said, "I forgot all about it." And I said, "Dad, where was you?" And he said, "Well, I was at the doctor's. It's the special doctors."
Oh, God.
I said, "Special doctors for what?" He said, well, it's a special doctor's to do with my memory. I said, really? He went, yeah. I said, blimey, that's amazing. I said, you know, what do you do? And he goes, well, you know, I get name association and word association. I said, what do you mean? He says, well, you know, if you say something, I can't remember it, I'll try and find a word to do with it, and then I'll work it out from there.
Fair enough.
I said, that's
I've
brilliant.
heard of that.
I said, what was the name of the doctors? And he goes, oh, hang on a minute. He starts thinking, and he goes, there's a thing, a stem. It's a stem with thorns, and there's a sort of a thing on the top of it. You know, a flower.
Rose.
A rose. He goes, here, Rose. What's the name of that doctor's? Cut! Action! Wifey!
Yes, well, little,
We'll just leave it a little, yeah? Let's not go into it too much.
it's cold.
I was scared. There's 2 sheep in the field.
Oh, God.
One says to the other one, bah, and the other one answers, it's funny that, I was just about to say the same thing. Cut! Action!
There's nothing in that cup. I meant to say to you, darling.
Yes, dearest.
Oh, God. Have you ever been sacked from a job, or lost a job or anything?
I lost a job once. I worked in a pharmacy for a month once.
Oh, God, help me.
The first week I worked in this pharmacy, I was standing behind a counter, and this woman came in, bold as brass, let out, woman. She came into the room, or the pharmacy, and she said, I'll have some tampons, please. So I went, I was very young. So anyway, I thought it was a bit funny. So anyway, she seemed to get a bit embarrassed. I got a bit embarrassed. There was an awkward silence, and then the boss came out and said, no, you can't, you can't laugh at things like that. Don't do it. I said, okay. So after the lady left, the boss said to me, he said, look, he said, really, you just, have a bit of a chat with them, make them feel at home, but, don't laugh at them.
Oh, my
I said,
God.
all right. I said, so just make them feel, feel welcome. I said, all right. So anyway, 4 weeks later, she came back into the pharmacy.
She would do, wouldn't she?
And she said, can I have some cotton wool? And I said to her, what, you're rolling your own now?
That is so
Cut!
naughty.
Oh, my nose.